All right, so now we're gonna talk about this past Fourth of July weekend at the Abdullah Mason card. I'm bugging right now. It's very interesting things that happened on that card. A lot of letdowns and a lot of sideways movement, if you will. I'm gonna say I don't like saying his actual name. I like calling him Scooter Davis. There we go. Nah, I think his real name is like Derek Davis or something like that. But I don't know. His nickname just pops more to me. But yeah, you can. The kids, that guy, he just looks huge. He looked like a welterweight to me, honestly. I don't think he should stay at 35 for too long, but he's young and he's still early in his career, so I think he'll be all right. And some iffy judging on their part, but I think he did decent in this fight. Not very great, but he could have possibly lost that fight. But I had him winning by split decision because he started to turn on in the end, and at the end, it was just the guy who he was fighting was just running the whole time towards the second half of the fight. But that's just my opinion. And then there's one more fight I'm thinking of, I believe, but I can't quite remember it. It's the one before the co-main. I can't really remember it, but I do remember a lot about because I was rewatching the card. Because sometimes I have to watch it twice to really understand like my perspective and my take from it. So what I saw Shushu Carrington in a fight with another southpaw who he's struggling with mightily. He just can't seem to deal with that style as an orthodox fighter, and I would have thought with his amateur pedigree that he would actually learn from his last southpaw fight, but it just seems like he's having the same problem, and he's not. He just refuses to like step on the gas when he's doing that. But I don't know if it's by design or if it's actually like a style issue. But I guess we'll see because there are some more southpaws that's going to be way tougher than the one he fought. And it just seems like he was in there cruising when he should have been stepping on the gas. Like, you can't just say all these things to these guys and just not step on the gas. Like, when there's plenty of opportunity for you to step on the gas, you just coasting. I mean, that's how I see it. A lot of people going to say he was garbage, but he was just coasting because he looked like he felt too comfortable. And that guy was steady just trying to get him, and he just sitting there, slowing the pace down, jabbing his way to victory. And this wasn't good enough to me. I think it's because because the opponent he fought. I think I just need to see him against a better opponent because those other champions, they're not going to grant him that same grace that he was giving this opponent. So I guess we'll see. But I still think Espinosa beats him. I think he could probably beat Leo, but I think that Leo fight is really interesting, and it probably should be the first unification, but we'll see. But yeah, I ain't really gonna waste too much time on Shushu because his performance for what everybody was expecting was a little underwhelming, if you ask me. But the Albert Bell and Abdullah Mason fight was always gonna be the most intriguing one, only because Abdullah Mason and Albert Bell have a history, and they've sparred each other a lot. And plus, Abdullah Mason's on like 5'8", and Albert Bell's like 6 foot. He's like a 6 foot lightweight. Like, that's really insane. But at the same time, everybody's blaming his rounds since he's 33 years old. He's never been in a 12th round fight before. There's part of a small percentage of that you can blame on him not going 12 rounds, but at the same time, around the same time everybody was complaining about the rounds he went in his career, we were only in like the 8th round, and everybody's whining and almost like, oh, he's never been in a 12th round fight. Well, technically, he ain't even made it to the 10th round yet. So, what we complaining about? I don't see it. That's why I like watching fights without the commentary because they just be lying in 4K. It's actually quite sickening to hear some of the lies that they be talking about. But yeah. Outside of that though, oh, and the scoring was terrible. Albert Bell didn't win the first 6 rounds. If you think he did, then you're a liar too. Honestly, after the first 3 rounds, I had it 2-1. Albert up 1. Then after the 4th round, I think it was 2-2. Then the fifth round, I think Albert won in the fifth round to me. He was up 3-2. But then after that, towards the end of the fifth round, you could see it. Albert Bell, like his power was starting to fade. Like it wasn't having the same effect it was having before. And then by then he was already busted open, starting to bleed a little bit because that jab, Abdullah, he such a powerful jab. The kid's strong, physical. He's a lot faster. Like he has range and speeds that people don't really notice, but it's definitely have a lot of effect. You can just see it in people's face whenever it's going on. But the body shots, all that was just wearing Bell down. Bell couldn't handle it. And they blaming that on the rounds once again, but I just think it's his age, man. I mean, he's 33, fighting a 22-year-old champion who has pop, power, timing, accuracy. It's just not a whole lot you could do with that. At that age with no power. Yeah, it was over before it started. But then eventually, like everybody said, oh, Abdullah maybe won 6 rounds. He won more than that. But there's something else I believe I was looking at. Oh, the controversial stoppage that everybody was talking about. Yeah, I agree. But fight was stopped early. I blame it on the ref though. This is not a good ref for the type of fight that we was expecting to have. I think it should just been a different ref. I think they should have switched refs. The ref that was in the co-main should have been in the main event. The ref that was in the main event should have been in the co-main, if you ask me. But we just got to do a better job of getting these refs better jobs because it's been pretty trash. But yeah, outside of that, Abdullah did what I expected him to do. He was basically finna stop Albert Bell. Yeah. But whether the ref stopped it early or not, Albert Bell was still getting stopped. He was about to get dropped for a third time. And he's broken nose, busted up eye. It just wasn't much else he was finna do. Like his power had no effect by like the 10th, 11th round. It's out of there. But yeah, kudos to Bell for stepping in the ring with Abdullah. And kudos to Abdullah for just getting better every fight. So I didn't really learn a lot about Abdullah because I already knew how good he was. We just want to see him in some adversity, and that's what Albert Bell represented, being that tall, fast, and accurate. He wasn't very strong, but he's definitely accurate. But yeah.